Hi, Robert. Thank you for joining here. It's very nice to have you here. Okay.
Right.
My name is Immanuel. I take care of the system on module department at iWave. Okay. So I would like to understand some of the details. Can you please introduce about yourself?
Sure. So Robert Thompson, I'm the director of the Secure Connected Edge Ecosystems at NXP.
Sure. Okay, so iWave is a very long partner with NXP since from the pre-scale days. We have been doing i.MX 2, i.MX 3, i.MX 5, i.MX 6, all the way to i.MX 9 now. Correct? These all are very scalable processors. Can you give some uniqueness and value proposition of this i.MX 9 processors?
Sure. So for a start, some things haven't changed from our previous generations in that when we bring products to market, they're part of a portfolio, as much pin-to-pin compatibility as possible. They utilize the same BSP and they automatically go on our longevity program of 10 to 15 years. What's changed with the i.MX 9 is the introduction of the ARM A55 class of application processor. And we've really built around that, keeping our heterogeneous core with both A and M. M can be used for functional safety, but we're also looking at adding security in that we've added a edge lock to go secure enclave. But really, we've then taken all the key components of an application processor, be it the core CPU, GPU, VPU, adding an NPU, and really taking the performance of those key components and improving them 2 to 3 times over the i.MX 8.
Those are really wonderful processors. Okay, so these i.MX 9 processors, 91, 93, 95, all of them we were into the early access program, right?
Yes.
So we developed, when you bring up the early chips, can you tell us how does this early access program helps the customers and to the NXP?
Sure. So starting with the customers, the reason we started working with companies like iWave many years ago, early on, is because when we launch, we want to be able to launch with our partners. The edge processing world is growing rapidly with thousands of customers. We as one semiconductor company cannot work with all the customers. So really, we're reliant on companies like iWave to work with us in development. And so when we launch a part, you launch your product and the customers can then evaluate, design and get to market much as quickly as possible.
Yes, that's really, they can adapt very quickly with the new technology, what you are bringing to the market, right? Okay, so, iWave is one of the leading ODM design company now. Okay, we do a lot of customization around i.MX, okay, for various applications, industrial, medical, automotive. Okay, so can you give some insight how the companies like iWave, our ODM capabilities, how does it help the OEMs?
The end customers?
Yeah, end customers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So really, it allows them, firstly, it allows a lot more companies to get exposure to the latest technology than if we were to try and work with customers directly. As I mentioned, we can only work with a small number of customers directly. We rely on partners like iWave to really scale our customer base. So firstly is early access to technology. Secondly is it's a shorter time to market. We sell chips. You take them and put them on system on modules with carrier boards, which allow customers to evaluate, prototype, and get into production a lot more quickly.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So, you touched upon the system on module, right? So how do you see the system on module adaptation in the global market? Especially, there is a new standard like OSM. Mm-hmm. How do you see this catching up? Okay, how do you see this adaptation of system on module? How does it help the silicon companies like you?
So firstly, I think we see a rapid growth of the system on module market within the next 5 years. In fact, I think we see it growing 3 times as fast as the general industrial market. Why? The trend is away from designing your own single board computer to a system on module. Why is that? Well, firstly, it means that you can purchase one part as opposed to trying to procure 200 parts on a single board. Secondly, you don't have to worry about your own supply chain, your own procurement, and so you can get to market in a much more effective, manageable way during not only launching, but during the lifetime of the product. I think what is evolved out of that is standards to help customers adapt and adopt. Firstly, we saw SMART as the most common standard within our area. The One System Module standard, which was launched just over 2 years ago, we're seeing rapid adoption because it really makes the system on module applicable to high vibration and reliability environments. So opening the SOM market up to new verticals within the industrial market overall.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I just want to ask you one more final question. You have been innovating a lot. Okay. Can you shed some light about what is your future roadmap? Which verticals you are concentrating on going forward?
So the verticals we're focusing on are factory automation, healthcare, power and energy, building and home automation. Those are our 4 key markets within the industrial segment. And really what you'll see of the i.MX roadmap, we've announced the 95, the 93, the 91. Last November, electronic, we announced the 94, which is really looking at the factory automation market. I think you'll see the evolution of the i.MX 9 roadmap that looks at those 4 key segments. And really, if you look at what they need is increasing core performance, but also improved vision pipeline with a more powerful ISP, a more powerful NPU, but then the ability to create rich graphics and really get all that data into the device with the latest connectivity and networking standards.
So you built really a great product. Okay? We are very happy to be partnering with you. Thank you for your support always. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.